Hi everyone, welcome to my studio and welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you like my videos. Today I want to show you how I'm doing my painting wildflowers by using watercolor, pen and ink, fountain pens with different inks in it, a gouache, and flowers gonna be in an abstract manner. I'm after showing how flowers are moving in a field and get this impression of the live view of the scenery. Hope you like the video and drop the comment if you any and see you at the painting board. Okay, so I'm finishing the sketch. Normally I'm doing composition and all the ideas on the paper, sometimes on the computer, and then decided how I'm gonna do it and what's gonna be. And final adjustments are done on the paper and changings. Right now I'm gonna do inking and I'm using two different dip pens. This is my waterproof India ink, and this is a little container I'm using. It's convenient for me. Don't make your hands dirty. The reason I'm using the waterproof ink is that when I go hit it with a watercolor, I don't have any smudges and they will stay in a place. As you see, I'm not following the my sketch exactly. There it is just a guidance for me to just play with that ink and let the flow and how I feel that moment. And on the close-up, you can see it changing the names for a little bit thicker lines. I want to play thick and thin lines, make a kind of like a little dancing on the paper. See, I switch again to the thin nib and just final touches with the ink. There will be a lot of dark places when I want to use it, and it will be easier to use a brush. And need to remember too that ink is not really friendly to the brushes, to hair brushes. So I'm using this not inexpensive liner, and don't worry about it. But kind of get used to it. You can buy them by the dozens. But they're working great, and so especially I'm working with the ink, which is waterproof. So when I dry, I didn't clean the brush correctly. Then I'm gonna need to worry about it. Ruined. Well, I'm worried I ruined the brush, but it's not like I'll be crying when I have a like super expensive brush. In the close-up, I want to show you that even though I'm working with a brush, I'm not feeling this exactly. It's you can see little white spots, and that's what I really want to do it. It's purposely done. It make an illusion of the movement of air and the little particles in the air. So that's kind of my answer for the how to make those movements. Same lines are kind of little bouncing, not straight, and sometimes not finished. It's okay. Time is for the putting watercolor. As you can see, because I was using waterproof ink, it doesn't smudge, so I can go with a little sky, and I'm using color blue a little bit, and I'm using also paper which is hot press, so it doesn't take a watercolor so easily as cold press. So that's kind of my preference at that moment. It may change. I want to show you also that as you see it in the close-ups, there's a lot of hard edges, purposely done to emphasize the drama of the painting, dance, the movement, all the shenanigans, I would say it. And time to paint right now the little red flowers. They could be poppy, they could be anything, whatever you want to do it. And again, as you see, I'm not filling in. I just want to make a. If it's a hard edge, that's great. If it's not, then I will not cry about it. So okay, let's finish the first wash. As you see it, another flowers, and I'll be hitting the little painting with fountain pens. I'll be using Chinese-made fountain pens, which are loaded with a different type of inks, different color inks, and I want to make a lot of lines and create again emphasize on the movement and the little lines, little particles flying through the air and in a little field, and make it this more interesting. And that's me. And you can see this little jaggy line and a whole bunch of more lines. But this is my like I would say answer for the how to create it. Little particles flying and that little particle flying in air. This is another fountain pen. I'm using different color. This one will be gold. I'll sign it with this. Reason why I'm using the little gold or the yellow is the not only I want to have a different thickness of the lines, but also by using different colorings, I have create the illusion that that this line will be very thin and almost blended with a background. If I use a black one, it will be very standing out, and I want to create dimension, sort of like a 3D illusion. So that's my the reason why I'm using the gold. I'll be using also the black later on, but at that moment I just want to hit the painting with a little teeny lines, sort of like a little spider web. And later on, when I was looking at the painting, I decided that maybe I need a spiker with a little bit stronger color, and some areas putting back or some areas bring it forward. So therefore, I'm using gouache and with a brush which is mainly designed for oil paintings, but allow me to do the dry brush technique. And this is what I'm right now doing a little bit here and there to just create a little uh, depth of the painting for me. I'll be using the Korean-made fountain pen Twisby with a very fine tip and nib, and to just get a little extra final touches with the lines, and where I want to hem them a little closer so you can see the better, and make a dimension, a kind of like an illusion of three-dimensional of the existence of the flowers, and emphasize the little dancing. You see the lines are a little jaggy here and there. I just love to play with this, and you see it. I'm using both sides of the nib. One is a little bit thicker, one is a little bit thinner, and in the case of upside down, it's just a little bit thinner. And I decided a little bit more red would be good too. So that's where you have a little here and there. The gold line's gonna be just like little disappearing from the distance. You can see it almost that they're not existent. In the close-up, you can see they're like, oh, that's sharp, but when you look at on the final product, they'll be just like almost blending with but like you see it, there's a lot of lines, a lot of movement, little dancing, little flowers. In the close-up, you can see it. I think I accomplished what I was after, and I guess I hope you liked that what I did. And if you have any comments, let me know. And keep it painting. See you next time.